We hope you enjoyed this episode. Unfortunately, they made some mistakes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We were both feeling sweatery today.
Yeah, it's officially festive time.
How awake are you?
I'm 22%.
22. That's pretty low.
Yeah.
Lowest you've ever been on
I took a shower.
Oh, good.
Normally that wakes me up, but yeah, it's early for the listener.
Yeah.
It's 9. That doesn't feel that. That doesn't sound that early.
But on a holiday. It feels absurd.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
In our universe right now.
We were out and up late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What time did you go to slumber?
What time did I leave? Like 10? I think I left around 10. And then I had a little work to do, and then I had to work on today's gift guide.
Oh, you had to do that at night.
I had to do a lot at night.
What time did you fall asleep?
I probably fell asleep at like 12:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not horrendous.
No. I made a huge mistake yesterday. So when we were on the group chat, the girls' group chat, figuring out timing for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Kristen wrote, come over around 12 and we'll eat around 4.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. I read that as come at 4. Like I missed the 12 part.
Oh, wow.
So I thought it was arrival time was 4, which I did kind of think was late.
Yeah.
I didn't love that choice.
No,
but
the day's over.
yeah, but I thought, she just wants it to be fast. So, okay. And then
really quick, hold on. So I too am in the intentions judging business. But when I come up with an intention, I do also evaluate. So when you were like, yeah, she wants it over fast, you're like, that sounds right.
It's not that I was like, it's bad she wants it over fast. It was like, maybe, I don't know.
She wants it in and out.
There's a million reasons that it could be. So I just didn't want to question it. So then I planned my whole day around a 4 o'clock.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So what did that mean?
And I had to make 2 dishes.
Right. 2 beautiful dishes. Potatoes.
2 sets of potatoes, 1 sweet, 1 mashed. And I was editing an episode. And I had a whole plan. I was going to wake up leisurely and edit this episode.
Yeah.
Make my things,
sip
plenty
a
of time.
Coffee drink.
Pee. Laura texted and said, based on Cece, her baby's nap time, she said she'll probably be around 1. And I was like, 1? She's going to come 3 hours early? What's she thinking because of the baby? So then I scrolled up and I saw, and at this point it was 11:30.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Yep.
So you were
already... I went into a panic.
Yeah. And you were on a course of action at that point.
But I got there at 2:30.
Which was very late from my perspective, but I didn't know about the erroneous 4 p.m. start. So I was in a position of everyone's coming at noon, and then at noon, nobody comes.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Mm-hmm. At 1, nobody comes. And then I go to my insecure place of oh, wow, no one's coming to our Thanksgiving.
Even though you knew everyone was coming.
Then I fast forward to whatever poor sucker does show up semi on time. They're going to be like, where is everybody? No one wanted to come to this party, I guess.
That's funny because, I guess it's the same thing you're thinking about me reading Kristen's text, but that feels outrageous to me because the only people there were our friends. So no one thinks like that when it's just the pod. If it was a random party,
It was starting to get a little embarrassing, though, that the kickoff time was noon and we didn't have anyone at 1, I don't know, 30?
This is the problem with the girls only being on the text.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. And do you think most friend groups, it's like that? It's just the women
chitter-chattering.
Yeah.
Chatter. I do.
Yeah. I'm trying to, my friend group at home, similar.
Guy chains are very specific. I'm only on a few of them. I'm on one with Wobby Wob for Formula One.
Oh, nice.
And that's just, so-and-so's getting fired. Yeah, they're going to rule. It's not like.
With Matt and Charlie too?
Yeah, Matt, Charlie, Jethro, Wob, myself. Who else is on it, Wob? Anyone?
That's it.
That's
from
sweet.
all the boys that had to be in communication for F1.
I love that. You're keeping it up.
If you see something outrageous in the F1 community, that's where you sound off. But there's very little
logistics.
What?
Very little logistics happening in there.
Correct. And this is maybe, again, I don't know if this is specific to me or this is common gender-wise, but there's a lot of things. And you're not a fan of a lot of these methodologies I have. And I agree, they're flawed, but for me, they're most efficient. Like, I don't ever ask, when there's 20 people over, I don't say, who's in the mood for sushi? It's like, I know this group. I know what people like. A bunch of food will arrive and no one will care. As long as there's food there.
You make the decision for the group.
Yeah, I don't do the hour and 20 minutes to order thing.
That's fine. There's two ways of being.
Yeah, and exactly. And I'm not angry at the other approach other than when I'm hungry. I'm like, oh my God, how long is it going to take everyone to decide on this? And then everyone's got, anyways. So similarly, it's like, here's a time to do a thing if you want to or not. There's never a bunch of haggling over it or fine tuning. Also a window, I would have never, all blessings to my wife, that's confusing to me. Starts at noon, dinner's at 4.
Well, that makes sense.
It's too gray. Like if I'm at home, like, what does that mean? When are people coming? Do people come 2 hours before dinner?
No. For Thanksgiving.
Like I wouldn't have told them when dinner starts. I would just said, be here at 2. I'll split in the middle.
She has to tell us because we're all cooking stuff. We have to know, like, what.
I cooked the most in my house yesterday.
What'd you cook?
I made 5 trays of shitty biscuits.
You did.
4 pounds, biggest yield ever.
They were fantastic.
How many did you eat?
Like 4 probably.
That's a good amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cook the most in your house.
Yeah.
But everyone was making a lot of things and you have to plan it time-wise because of oven times. Do you need to arrive with it hot? You have to know what time dinner's starting.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Okay.
I don't know, 4 hours, take your pick, throw a dart at the board. Seems a little, and we got what we reaped what we sowed, which is like you wandered in at 2:30, someone was there at 1:45, someone came at 3.
It's fine.
It was all fine.
It's the way it's supposed to be, really.
Yeah. I want to open the door like I'm in Sweden. Have you heard this joke about Swedish people? Like if you throw a party and you announce it to your coworkers that I'm having a party at 5 p.m., they say in Sweden, the doorbell will ring, and when you open the door, all 52 guests will be there at 2 minutes before. Yeah, they're all there. It's not like one person's early. The whole group will be there at the exact same time.
Well, that's funny because on a previous Flightless Bird, we did talk about like arrival times and being late and parties. Because David was acknowledging, it looks like in America, people arrive late.
Whenever they're in the mood to get there.
Which
they give them a nice 4-hour berth and just land somewhere.
Think about any party, like a Halloween party. You don't go at the time.
That's my point entirely.
Yeah.
Think about a Halloween evening party.
Yeah.
There's so much anxiety. They said it starts at 8. No one's probably getting there at 8. You don't want to be the one person there. And then you're like, I guess that really means 10, 15, everyone, right? And you have all this anxiety and you can't plan it right. If it was just like, forget the 8, forget the early arrival. Let's go with when people are really going to come. Let's say this party starts at 9:30.
But then people will come at 11.
Well, I think everyone's just responding to this willy-nilly broad strokes.
Well,
There's a 4-hour window of arrival time.
Yeah. Well, technically, I was actually an hour and a half early.
To dinner.
to
2.5 hours late
arrival time.
to the hang time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right, though. It was the pod, so I didn't get too insecure. But if that was like my birthday party.
That's how we normally do. We just roll in and roll out.
By 1:30, I would have canceled the birthday party. Like if it started at noon and at 1:30, it was still just my family sitting there. And then my anxiety of who was going to be the first one there to see that I'm a nerd, that no one came. I just
Were you
cancel
sitting on the couch like?
I try to make myself a little busy. I'm like, I'm going to go. I don't want to be sitting at the door when people walk in like, hi, and I'm on the couch in my Thanksgiving best. Anyways, spectacular Thanksgiving.
Beautiful Thanksgiving.
Really another perfect Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What were your highlights? I'm sure you can guess mine.
I can guess yours. You played volleyball. Okay, that was your
Christmas volleyball.
Thanksgiving.
When I grew up, we went to a family reunion in Sturgis, Michigan at the LeBeau's, and it was at the motel. And there's a conference room, and you had a big, huge, I don't know how many there were of us, 35, there's 6 kids and grandkids. And then you played football in the field. It was cold as hell, all the uncles and stuff. Kind of fun. The kids couldn't really play football.
Oh.
The adults are running around tearing hamstrings and stuff, and the kids are like, I'm open, you know.
Yeah, that's
You're just
so
out there
cute.
running around, I guess.
Yeah, and acting like you're a part of it.
Yes, and then you're a big boy like your uncles
Oh,
throwing a football. So we didn't have a sport contingency out here. And I really like now that volleyball might be an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite was Secret Turkey. That's always so lovely.
Secret Turkey. And again, everyone already knows how it works. Lily assigns it. But I will say this year, I think people try to top themselves from the previous years. It's on a kind of an untenable course.
It is. It's getting out of control.
Yeah. It was like that present.
Ryan made a knife.
He forged a knife and he made the handle out of wood.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of the thing I've yelled at you about.
Thank
My
you.
do not disturb
and guess
was
who's
on.
changed all her ways?
Her do
Because
not
you say
disturb
one
ways.
mean thing, one critical thing.
Highlights of Secret Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think were?
Oh, God.
I'm biased a little bit. I'm so impressed with Delta's hot air balloon baseball. What a present.
She made such a cute one.
25 man hours at least.
Yeah, these presents took forever.
Yeah. I want to talk about, you gave a advent calendar.
I did. I made
Molly.
to Amy.
To Amy, correct?
Yes, I made one.
You said Molly is Amy. You gave it to Amy.
So I bought these little boxes.
You purchased those?
I purchased the cardboard boxes.
At a box store? Cardboard box store?
Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Amazon Prime.
Oh, you can order them.
Yeah.
They come in a sheet and you assemble them? Oh, great.
So I assembled all of them and then I made them into a Christmas tree shape.
Is that standard advent calendar?
A lot of them are made into Christmas tree shapes.
Okay,
Not all. Some of them are rectangles, but I wanted to make it festive. And so I drew on each one. I drew like the number and I drew all over each box. And after the third box, I thought, I am not going to make it. I can't do it.
Well, great. I'm glad you brought this up. I wouldn't have said anything, but I looked at it and it was enormously impressive. It was huge. I want to say it was like 28 inches tall.
Yeah, it was huge. It
And
didn't
it
fit
was
in a trash bag.
18 inches wide, maybe 24 inches wide, 24, let's say. The top boxes were like pictures and drawing. And then I noticed on the bottom, I just noticed it said like 21, 22, 23, 20, like it seemed
22,
like you
23, 24. That wasn't a cheat. That was, I knew you would think that. Oh my God.
Well, I don't know about advent calendars.
I actually anticipated Eric was going to say this out loud.
Well, I didn't say anything, of course. I didn't want to humiliate anyone. But you just told me you started phoning it in, and I thought,
I did
that
not.
makes sense.
You didn't even let me finish.
Oh,
okay. The reason the bottom is just the bottom row 22, 23, 24 was out of brown marker, and it just said it. But that's because that's the stump.
Oh.
That's the stump. The rest is the tree.
Okay.
The top had a star on it.
Oh, beautiful. It was hugely impressive. I don't know why you're upset.
Because oh my God, you're so gaslighty. You're like, I see you phoned it in. I don't know why you're upset about that.
No, just at the end, it looked like at the end you were like, that's enough.
That was the stump.
Okay, so it's supposed to look like wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after the third one, I thought, I can't do this anymore. This would
be a 5-day project.
And then I thought, this is for Amy. She's an angel. She's a true angel on earth.
Okay.
She deserves this. So it was a 5-day project.
Okay. I didn't listen to the end.
Yeah, you didn't.
Okay.
I did not.
So the bottom was a choice. You could see from the layperson at the end, it just said, oh, wow, it was written in black.
It wasn't black. It was brown and gold.
It was gold too.
Anyway, I glued all the boxes together.
Did you use a hot glue gun?
I had to.
Or Elmer's glue?
I tried Elmer's. It didn't work. I had to use Gorilla and Super.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you get a bunch on your fingers?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I glued all of that to a piece of cardboard. And then I had to X-Acto knife around it.
Oh, wow. For structural integrity.
I bought an X-Acto knife.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All ordered off of the internet?
No, some of them were Postmates.
Did you go? Oh, Postmates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you never went to an arts and crafts store?
Did I go to Blick? No, but I used materials I have purchased from Blick before.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, it was really fun. And then I had to fill each box up.
So all this was leading up. We got derailed by my observation and my apologies, but I'm dying to know what's inside.
Yeah, everyone is.
I've never owned an advent calendar. I've only seen them in Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
And there's chocolates inside usually?
Normally. But these are real treats.
Are there any you can say that by the time this airs she'll have opened those 3 days?
Oh, okay. Amy, if you're listening, no, because this is hers. It goes all the way through December, her calendar. So Amy is listening because she's, as I said, an angel. She listens to everything. So please cover your ears, turn this off.
Okay, right.
fast forward.
Well, Ryan too, because he's not a good secret keeper.
Ryan
Remember, he
too.
tells Amy.
Okay, right.
I don't want you to know about Cosby. What about Cosby? No, I don't want you to know. That's a real life thing, by the way.
It is. Okay, so both of you fast forward a couple minutes. So yeah, there's like, well, she opened one. We let her open one. It was a sheep ornament.
All right, beautiful ornament.
I got her like a little cute little like lipstick, some measuring spoons, all that.
Oh, fun. There's like 25 presents in there.
Well, every other one is a real present.
Okay.
There's like a really cute wine
in the
stopper.
off days is a chocolate?
2 teas.
Oh.
Fancy teas.
Drinking tea.
Yeah, she has a tea drawer, so I figured she could make her tea drawer cute.
That's great. How long do you think it took you to make this present?
It took a really long time. Plus then the purchases, it was an adventure.
My family had commandeered the entire dining room table, put plastic over it, and this was going on for 3 days.
Yeah.
And there were 2 full days where the 3 of them all sat at this table doing art projects, competing over the oils and the paint.
They all did paintings.
There were a lot of meltdowns and blow-ups. So God bless. I stayed out of there.
Yeah.
I went up to the attic with my new light board to make my present for Matt.
Yes.
Which was a collage, I guess you'd call it.
It was a collage. It was very, very, very good.
Oh, thank you.
You drew a lot of things that were Matt's favorite things.
Maple Leafs logo. He's very into Muay Thai kickboxing right now. So 2 Muay Thai fighters. Picture of him holding his baby that I got off of Instagram. And then above his head, a sim racing setup, which he loves. And then scissors, because he's a hairstylist.
I know. It was very cute. And you framed it.
I think the sky's the limit with this light board. It's an enormous cheat, but as we talked about, you and I, there's a lot of fun in assembling and then interpreting what your collage is going to be.
Yeah.
And now I have whole new fantasies about being able to use the light board to draw like a downtown cityscape and then put my weird characters in them. So hybrid.
I love that.
Do a little photorealism and then my weird characters.
I like that.
I've got a whole fantasy about my life with this light board.
Wow. Wow. That's great. What a good hobby.
Yeah.
I love
It's pretty fun. Speaking of the light board.
Uh-huh.
On a previous fact check, I said I couldn't do a crow.
That's
couldn't do it. But I got this light board and now I got a crow.
Yes.
And so now the holiday sweatshirt is complete.
Yes.
So they're going to go on sale Friday, December 6th. That is in
2 days.
2 days at 9 a.m. Pacific. So if you're in New York, that's noon, Dingo's lunch break. If you're in the mountain areas, I don't know, maybe 11. Maybe if
Just
you're
check your time zones.
Central, it's 10. I don't know.
I'm having stress for everyone's time zones.
I can't keep Mountain and Central straight, which one's earlier than the other. But Pacific time, 9 a.m., and you go to armchairexpertpod.com.
It's a very cute sweatshirt.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I think it turned out really, really cute.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. It's really nice.
Your mouse is the best part.
And everyone's seen the mouse at this, well, not everyone, but a lot of people have seen the mouse at this point because it has appeared on my gift guides.
I read day 1 of the gift guide.
Oh, you did? Okay.
And what are you going to guess my favorite joke is in it? There's one.
Did you read Substack or did you read just Instagram? Oh, you read the whole thing?
Yeah.
The joke about Kristen on the phone?
No.
I don't remember.
Blowing
Day 1
out
was a
all
while
of her
ago.
candle.
Oh, yeah.
I think some people might miss that. Maybe not. Maybe that's really obvious. But she only turned 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you blew out all of her candle.
I did.
That's really funny.
Thanks.
Okay, so Secret Turkey was an incredible success. Other call out, again, Delta made a hot air balloon with like a structure and a floating balloon.
It was incredible.
Made the balloon a baseball. Ace loves baseball. Ballast on the side of the basket,
So
like
cute.
sandbags.
It was so cute.
Light fixture inside that I guess replicated the fire going up. I don't know if that was just
I think it was
decorative
just
or
festive.
festive.
How'd she buy a light thing? She bought it off Amazon?
I think she went and watched a tutorial on how to make a hot air balloon.
That's so cool.
Laura gave me a beautiful photorealistic, I like saying that word,
Yeah.
charcoal drawing of Little Mr. Texas.
That's right. It should probably go in here.
It should. Runner up.
Yeah.
Runner up, Little Mr. Texas.
If you missed that episode with Matthew McConaughey, that was the first time he was on.
So I have this very, very arm's distance relationship with him. We've done a few things together, and I'm considering. I think I want to take a picture of that and say I received this as a gift. How do you think that lands
I think
on him?
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. You never know if stuff's flattering or is bordering on weird and obsessed.
Well, yeah, because I guess he'll be like for Thanksgiving. You might have to explain the whole thing.
There's a lot to unpack. Let's just reverse this. He sends me a picture that a family member or friend drew of me and gave to him.
You'd love it.
I'd love it, right? As long as it was a flattering picture.
You would love it. And I think he would love it.
Yeah, we're both kind of similar in that way. What do we call that? Attention whores?
I don't know.
What is it?
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
Okay, we're going to hit pause on the fact check to thank our presenting sponsor, Amazon Prime. Prime has you covered with movies, music, and everything you could possibly need to make the holidays perfect. Whatever you're into, it's on Prime.
We love Prime. They literally have everything.
They have everything. They totally do. Perfect example. If you're traveling for the holidays, you've got to be ready for anything on your trip.
Yeah, like escaping LA and Thanksgiving traffic.
Ugh, big time. If you're driving or taking a flight in the next few weeks, you might hit traffic or delays. And if or when that happens, you need fun stuff to pass the time, especially if you're traveling with kids like we are, like a season of a TV show to binge, maybe a video game. Prime has tons of great games.
And when someone else is hosting you, you have to show up with a little something. It's just what you do.
Yeah, when you're trying to solve the riddle of what can I fit in my suitcase so I show up looking like a good guest, that's where being able to find all the stuff on Prime is clutch.
I like to bring something small enough to travel with that still feels classy, like maybe a new apron or dish towels for the cook in the house, because that is a brave person who is hosting everyone.
Yes, I love that. Maybe even a small board game or a card game, something to keep everyone busy so they leave the cook alone to do their thing.
And the best part is you can get it all shipped to you fast before you hit the road. Prime has everything you need to travel and help everyone enjoy what they're into.
And for those that are on the couch eating leftovers, Prime even has an NFL game on Black Friday. Doesn't get any better than that.
Nice. Sitting on the couch and shopping. Ding, ding, ding. While watching football really is peak Thanksgiving.
From streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into.
Rob put a box by my
Wait, what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh my God, there's gifts already?
Wait. What? Oh my God. Wait, stop.
Oh, is that an Emily burger? Pretzel bun?
What in the world? She made this?
Oh, my photorealistic.
Celebs on sandwiches. This is so flattering.
Can I get a better look at it?
And it's an Emily burger?
Oh my God.
God.
How do they find the picture
You
of
told him that,
Emily
right?
burger?
Yeah, that was perfect.
You know what's interesting? What do you think I'm going to say about this rendition of you?
That my mouth looks big?
I don't really ever think you look like your mom. But in this rendition, you look a bit like your mom.
I could see that.
Yes.
I actually think it's pretty good.
It's outrageously good.
Like
but
accurate.
Somehow a bit of Nermi is in it more than normal.
I mean, I look like her.
Wow.
This is so flattering. Celebs on sandwiches.
This is a big moment.
I've got gifted this a few times to people. It was on my, I think, original gift guide, Celebs on Sandwiches, my original.
Original guide.
Wow, how sweet. Okay,
wow.
that's a really flattering. Thank you, Celebs on Sandwiches.
You know what's going to be weird? Okay, so Kristen had you.
Yeah, she did.
And she did this beautiful painting.
She did.
By hand of you.
It's incredible. It's gorgeous.
And
she used oils.
All kinds of positive affirmations written along it.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
But I am starting to think, like, you have an inordinate amount of photos and paintings of yourself now for your house.
I think this should live here
Okay.
with yours.
Yeah, mine's right behind your head, so maybe yours should be behind my head. I don't know how that'll work. All to say, you have quite an interesting bank of art now you've accumulated.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wonder, like, on a first date when a guy goes into your house and there's like a ton of paintings of yourself.
I think it's fine.
It's fine, right? It'll be seen as playful.
I have a lot of art.
Yeah.
So
It'll get lost in the
It's
shuffle.
not that the only art I have
If you have
is
a whole wall that's just you.
like you did.
When I was, 20 years ago.
Yeah. When you lived alone.
Oh, boy. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, you had
I just
pictures.
printed up photos from movie stills that they send you.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It's okay.
It's really
It happened.
I know. I didn't know what to do.
I know.
But
So I
didn't
feel
have
like
a family or
you're
anything.
projecting a little bit of your own.
Probably my own embarrassment from past.
Yeah. So this is going to live here. Wow.
Yeah, I guess we could have unlimited pictures of ourselves here, and
How
it's not.
sweet.
Yeah, that's really special. And on an Emily burger, pretty jealous about the food item. I mean, I can't complain because I've got a Coney dog from Detroit, which is great.
Oh,
But boy, that's
it's really nice.
mm.
Okay. Well, yeah, Thanksgiving was a big hit. I'm really thankful to our armchair. I mean, Thanksgiving is in the past now, but I'm still thankful to our listeners, our beautiful armchairies.
Me too.
We're so lucky. And this is for Toto.
I want to say there's something we earmarked.
You wanted to talk about Max Verstappen.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
And I told
That's
you
what
to
it was,
wait till this
to
week
Toto.
because Toto.
Well, I just simply want to say he won his fourth title in a row. It's been a really dicey year for him. Red Bull's finishing third or fourth in the Constructors' Championship, so their car is not by any stretch the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yet he still managed to win.
That's crazy.
A lot of it because of this impossible rain race he had 2 races ago in Brazil, which when they make the documentary like Senna about him in 20 years, this race is going to be a good 15 minutes of
Ooh.
it. Started in 17th in the rain, finished first by 20 seconds, passed 11 people in the first 11 laps. Drive of his life.
Wow.
Incredible year.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Max. Congratulations to Toto for being.
Toto won. Toto, which Mercedes has been struggling so bad. Vegas, they came in first and second.
Nice.
So this is good timing.
Also, I love Toto. Absolutely loved him. He was so much more playful than I anticipated.
He's a rascal. That was a
I
reveal.
enjoyed him so much. So now I'm for team, because now that Danny isn't racing,
Yeah.
I don't have anyone to root for.
Yeah.
So now I root for Mercedes because of Toto.
Okay, great. That's great.
So I'm going to buy a hat. It also makes sense.
It's definitely the team you would have wanted to support anyways.
Yeah.
It's the classiest team on the
correct.
grid.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to support an energy drink.
No, I don't. Okay. Now, some facts. He brought up Nikki Lauda.
Yes.
It's a hard word to say, or a
Is
hard
it?
name to pronounce. Lauda.
Laude.
D-A. It's
Oh,
spelled correctly.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just like, it seems like you're being pretentious, but you're not.
Niki Lauda.
Right.
Niki Lauda. I think that's what you're supposed to say. Niki Lauda.
Okay. He is Austrian.
Yeah, Lauda. That's why it's a Lauda. Niki Lauda. I love Niki. He's a mentor, Lauda.
Okay.
How about this? I'm going to ask your name.
Okay.
Oh, boy, how do I do this? Okay, I'm going to ask your name, and you're going to say Niki Lauda.
Okay.
What's your name?
Nikki Lauda.
What is your name?
Nikki.
Because louder
I
sounds
know.
like louder. It's pretty good. One more time.
No, we already did.
But maybe it'll be fun a second time. What's your name?
Nikki Lauda.
What is your name?
It wasn't better the second
wasn't.
time. It was
My
great
timing
the
was-
first time.
Yeah, my timing got worse.
Oh my God. Okay. Now, He competed in Formula One from 1971 to 1979 and from 1982 to 1985. He won 3 Formula One Drivers' Championship titles and at the time of his retirement held the record for most podium finishes, 54. He remains the only driver to have won a World Drivers' Championship with both Ferrari and McLaren and won 25 Grand Prix across 13 seasons.
And was horribly burnt
Yeah.
in a mid-career crash and kept at it.
It's amazing.
Didn't care.
Yeah. He passed in 2019. He died in his sleep at 70, where he had been undergoing kidney dialysis. He had experienced a period of ill health exacerbated by his lung injuries from the 1976 accident. He had a double lung transplant the previous year and kidney transplants in 97 and 2015. His body really went through it.
Yeah, double lung and double kidney. Now we're 20% through all the organs being replaced.
Did you just kiss your hand?
Did I what?
Did you just kiss your hand?
Kiss my hand. No, I just went like that.
Oh, I thought
I neurotically make sure the corners of my mouth. That's a rough one for me.
when you see people with that.
A bunch of paste in there. I can't.
Now
you don't have it, and you don't ever have it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I know what you mean, and it is
when someone's talking
gross.
with a really sticky mouth, that to me, I'd rather smell something. And I already said smells are my worst.
You'd rather smell something?
I can't deal. If I'm watching like a TED Talk and someone's mouth gets really, really dry and starts doing that, I'm like, fuck, I can't listen to it. Because even if I look away, I can hear it. I don't have misophonia, but I do just in that.
I understand.
Do you understand that?
I do. It's not, well, it's funny to me that you'd rather smell it because I think what's gross is I do think it has a smell.
Yeah. It's just so sticky.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
So he was 70 but he lived a life doing what he loved. Oh, when I thought you were kissing, I thought you were giving him like
a send off.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been jealous in movies when you watch the cat? What is it? Genuflect? Is that what it's called?
When they do
genuflect? You touch your forehead, then your sternum, and then your both sides.
Yeah,
you do
it's
the
a
cross. Yeah. I like that pageantry.
I do too.
Yeah.
But I feel really, can you knock on wood? Because I feel like we shouldn't have just done that a few times.
Oh, and that brings me to one thing that we left out that we need to address. Okay. Definitely the best secret turkey of the night was Eric took 30 pounds of candy and somehow made a painting of Lauren Matt's baby in candy.
Yeah. He made a portrait of Cece out of candy.
And it was at both times very good.
It was.
And it was absolutely terrifying. It was one of the most horrific photos. It looked like the most evil baby in the world. It looked like
Michael Myers.
Yeah. It looked like the baby was wearing a hockey mask, a goalie's mask.
Because he used white saltwater taffy for the face.
Yes. And it was insane looking. And there was hair.
But there was also a resemblance to her. It was pretty good.
But back to knock on wood, I was like, that feels like
You thought it was a bad omen.
I thought it was a curse.
No, it wasn't.
Like akin to a voodoo doll.
I know, but it wasn't. It was a sweet
I think that
portrait
needs to be
it was a sweet portrait made of candy by Eric, and he put a lot of time into it. And
the eyes are just black.
The person has to curse it. Eric didn't curse it. That's how spirits work.
He doesn't know his powers as well as he should, though. He might accidentally curse it. Okay.
Speaking of, Detroit versus Austria homicides. The city of Detroit finished 2023 with 252 homicides, which is the fewest recorded since 1966. We like that.
That's
like
great.
That trajectory.
Great trajectory.
Now, there isn't any information about Austria in 2023, but there is 2017.
There probably hasn't been a murder since 17.
Exactly. There were 54 intentional homicides in Austria.
In the whole country.
In the whole country in 2017. Although, now I'm looking at the word intentional.
Well, we wouldn't count vehicular homicide.
But what about if you're shooting and
hunting?
If you're hunting in Detroit and you...
not a lot of
I know. But that would
on.
count if you accidentally killed someone.
Well, no, because that wouldn't be intentional. It would be accidental.
No, I know, but I'm saying the Detroit one doesn't say intentional. So maybe they're including accidentals.
Maybe.
Isle of Man.
Really quick, what's the population of Australia?
You mean Austria?
Austria.
9.13 million.
9.13.
That's small.
So about 10 times the size of Detroit. Detroit's under 1 million people.
Really?
Yes. 10x the people and 1/5 the murders.
Yeah, 630,000 in Detroit.
Oh,
so
wow.
we could say that's actually a 50x.
All right.
Okay.
Isle of Man is a self-governing British Crown dependency in the Irish Sea between England and Ireland. And then, yes, it has this big race that is a big deal. Annual cross-country motorcycle race.
They race around the island. It's the most terrifying thing. It is, in all of motorsports, the absolute pinnacle of craziness. It's the Mount Everest of motorsports.
Well, that's it for Toto. He was lovely, and I really, really enjoyed him.
Okay, and really quick, this should have been said at the beginning, but now we're here at the end. We are here early on this day because this is one among your most special days of the year.
Yes.
You and
Yes.
Kelly are going Black Friday sale shopping, but at places without Black Friday sales,
Well,
which is really incredible.
Sometimes they have like 20% offs in certain stores. We go to Brentwood Country Mart. It's very, very, very fun, and I'm so excited to go do that with her.
How many hours will you spend there?
Just a few, and then we'll come back, and then we're going to go to Rolling Greens, the plant store, and get some Christmassy items too.
Fun. What time will you start drinking at the mart? Right away when you get there? Mimosas?
No. We don't always drink.
Oh, you don't?
No. We'll probably get coffee and then we get lunch. So when we get lunch, sometimes there's wine at lunch, but it's not like, we're not like carrying around flasks.
Oh, you're
or
not? No
anything.
flasks? No wine silks?
No. But I'm excited for that. And then tomorrow is Pig Day. I get my Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's a very busy 3 days.
It's my favorite stretch of the year.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And it's sort of a ding, ding, ding because it's like F1.
Oh.
F1 race is kind of like this stretch of the year. Final lap.
Oh, okay.
Also, on my gift guide that I put out today, I included an F1 coffee table book.
I saw it, and it was titled
F1 The Impossible something.
No, the actual
The Little Prince.
The Little Prince. I thought this was very playful and fun.
All of them, each gift guide this year, there are 5 of them.
Are book themed.
Correct.
Yeah, the first one was about her.
No, the first one was The Time Traveler's Wife.
Yeah, wife.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Then it was Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, my favorite book. Those are more mundane items. Then it was...
What's Tomorrow about?
Well, it's about these gamers, but the title to me represents like it's just day after day after day.
Okay.
So it's mundane items. Then it was For Little Fires Everywhere. That was a candle theme.
Yes.
And today was
That's
Little
another
Prince.
good book too.
Tomorrow, do you want to hear Lord of the Rings?
Oh, wow.
Story.
Oh, Jewel, this might be your peak creative endeavor thus far.
I don't know.
Can I throw a book out as a challenge and then you got to come up with gifts that...
Next year.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was only 5 days. Well, sure, go ahead. Let's see.
Of Mice and Men.
It would be armchair themed.
Oh. And it would have our holidays.
Of Mice and Men. So it would have our holiday sweater on it. It would have celebs on sandwiches.
Okay, this is great. Ember mugs.
It would have ember mugs.
The Budenoki mugs.
Oh, so I almost put salty sea dog mugs, but they're sold out, and it felt a little.
Well, it's like a waste. No one can get it.
I did
so it's
put
not
a
really
candle
an idea.
on that's always sold out too, but I had to.
You had it. ethically.
Best boy statues.
What if you're just putting stuff in here for sale on your on your gift guide and you didn't tell us?
And one of the gifts for that will also be Dax cashmere sweater. That's a long game. It's like they
2036
sign
probably.
up and they get it in 50 years. So I did it.
And you get updates. Like once a year, you get a photo of how big your sample.
It is getting smaller.
I know.
You need to add some.
Yeah. Well, we got a crop due.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Well, holidays are upon us. I'm so happy. Thanksgiving was a blast, and now onward and upward onto Christmas.
Yay.
Let's go. Pedal to the metal. I love you.
Love you.